so that they can know what their options are.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, that's very much in line with
middle schools.
Dr. Pan's, allied vision. That's a big part of, what he wants to do in the future is streamline those programs and have more of them in high school and other places too, so that we can get started earlier.
Yeah, and we talked to Dr. Pan. I guess it was, I don't know, was it you that we
I don't think so.
No, Omega.
Oh yes,
and
yeah.
She said
Omega's in our DO, in our district office.
Yeah, and she said that he would be interested in being on our advisory
Oh,
council.
absolutely.
And also letting us shadow. So
yeah.
We're here today.
Okay, well, good.
And we can stay till about 12:30.
Okay, great. I think one of the things, we're going to try to make some time for him to come say hi and everything. Okay. It's unusual because it's the end of the legislative session.
Right.
So it's not, most days usually aren't like that, and unfortunately he's going to be kind of trapped on the floor. Right. But, typically he meets with interest groups just like yours, and tries to talk about ways that he can, either put people together with other people or, be part of it himself or, all these other ideas that people have. So it's kind of a bummer. You might have to come back and come on a day like when he has lots of meetings. But today is cool because there's a lot of water and a lot of issues, a lot of healthcare related issues. Being voted on the floor. So I think, this is my favorite time of year because everybody's been working on these issues, since January. So this is the final, it's been
this month or
this week. So today is going to be a big day. And so, they've gone through the process. They started over, they've gone through their House of Origin, all the policy committees, all the bills that are left, have been vetted, to the highest level that they can and amended, to meet the needs of people's concerns and whatever as it moves through the process. So these are all the ideas that made it, through, because lots of things don't get through the process. Either they're too expensive or, we haven't really done the work yet to make sure all the stakeholders, are on the same page, which is, I recently, I was complaining about how long it takes because bureaucracies can be kind of a logjam, as we all know. Institutions have their, downside, which is a slow process. But Senator Steinberg was explaining to me that the reason that everything takes so long is because those are the controls to make sure that what comes out of here is the best, idea that we could all get in this time and place, and that all those things are there to slow it down for a reason. Because sometimes we don't fully understand the language, even though everyone's looking at it and there are interpretations, by others and in the outside world. Once it's a law, it's a lot harder to undo those things. So I was like, okay, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's exciting, and I definitely think this time of year is my favorite. Yeah.
Well, we just, I wanted them to be able to meet Dr. Pan.
Oh, for sure,
and realize that, not only he's a pediatrician, but he's also concerned about the whole. By being a legislator, because it's no
absolutely.
Easy job to do this.
Sometimes I think it's easier to be a physician. He'd probably say that. But
but you can do both.
You can do both, and when you're passionate about your community, it's very much a responsibility that he feels really solid about, and he thinks that all of us should be, taking an interest in what goes on in Sacramento, and especially our young people. You're the future, guys.
Like it or not.
Yep. I'm relying on you guys to make sure everything's cool for me.
Sorry.
So, I'm excited. I'm going to go let them know that you guys are here.
And if they could have about